it's V from Casually Fragrant. Today I'm going to be doing a review of more Sucreabeille perfumes. Sucreabeille is a woman-owned indie perfume company from the States, and full disclosure, they did send me all of these beautiful goodies to sample, to use, to wear, and I am just absolutely ecstatic because they asked me what my sort of scent profile was, and I told them I love sweet scents, gourmand, I like violets and fruity scents, and they delivered. So if you like the scents that I talk about on my channel, stay tuned because I have curated here some of the best gourmand and sweet fruity scents I think that Sucreabeille has to offer. So let's get started with this one first. This is a Larceny $10,000 reward. All of Sucreabeille's, like, they have all these different collections and they just have the most beautiful names and stories behind them all and just graphic designs. I absolutely love them. So this one here is a rollerball. Now, I actually think that this size is perfect. I am not the biggest fan of roller balls usually. I usually prefer the dabbing or the sprays, but I have to admit, if I'm gonna have a roller ball this size, I would much prefer to have in my purse than the full longer roller ball size. So I definitely like this roller ball size. And Larceny is from their Awkward Bandits collection, and it has caramel, almond, maple butter, coconut milk. And I absolutely love this scent. I get a strong caramel almond from this. It is dessert-like. It's very true to a gourmand scent, and it's, in my point of view, very sexy yet also comforting. And I will definitely be reaching for this in the fall and winter. I think for our really, really hot summer days, this might be great for the, nighttime, but maybe not so much in like super hot weather. Out of all the scents I got my husband to try, now he didn't try all of them, but he did try quite a few. This was his favorite one on me, actually, and he said it smelled very strongly of almond to him. That was the note that he picked up the most. And yeah, so I really like Larceny, a great scent. Next, we have Unintended Consequences. Once again, beautiful design, absolutely love it. This is the same rollerball format. And Unintended Consequences is green caramel, apple, spice, and incense. And this is another one my husband tried, and he said it reminded him of when you go into one of those stores and they have incense burning. So for him, it was very incense heavy. And I have to agree, I think there's more spice in incense than the fresh green caramel apple. There is another scent, stay tuned, that actually to me almost smells more of a caramel apple than this one. This is a beautiful scent though. If you like caramel and incense, definitely give Unintended Consequences a try. And thirdly, we have We Ride at Dawn. Now, I am so glad I got to review this scent. I absolutely love what it stands behind. So Sucreabeille is pretty awesome. They are going to be giving 100% of the profits of We Ride at Dawn to Doctors Without Borders, which I totally respect, absolutely love when companies do that, especially when smaller companies do something like this. It really means a lot to me to support someone like that. And this has notes of black tea, honey, coffee, cardamom, vanilla, bitter almonds, and whiskey. And to me, this is a almond heavy scent. Again, I definitely get a lot of the almonds. I think that Larceny is sweeter than We Ride at Dawn. So if you don't love like the super dessert sweet almond scents, then I suggest checking out We Ride at Dawn. Next, we have Foundling. This has pink lotus, vanilla, tonka bean, and light musks. The notes didn't speak to me in particular, but I did like it. And when I got my husband to try it, he said, oh, this smells really clean, like clean soap. And he actually said he would wear this one. So I'm not sure if this is marketed as a unisex scent or not, but out of the ones that my husband tried, he leaned towards wanting to wear this one. He said that it reminded him of clean soap, and I think that that's the lotus in it with the light musks. Just a great overall scent. If that's something that you like smelling like, then Foundling would be a great one. Then we have Pear Tree. So some of the fruit ones I've reviewed before and some I haven't. So I'm just going to review them all again for you guys today. And so Pear Tree here has pear, caramel, cardamom, cinnamon, and a touch of vanilla. So in my point of view, this one is actually more of that like caramel apple, but it's more like caramel pear, which now, like, why have we never done caramel pears? Like, you know, I mean, I feel like we need, like, I want, instead of a caramel apple, I want like a caramel pear now. Like, that would be delicious. I find this one more fruity and more sweet and slightly like softer than unintended consequences. So depending if you kind of want like, oops, whoa, always drop something. If you want something that's more of like a fresh pear, very sweet, then check out Pear Tree. And these are not roller balls. They're actually kind of dabbers here. So it's just a different format. And this thing was sealed shut when I opened it. It kind of snapped open. So definitely secure. And next we have, oh, so I wanted to show you guys this here. This came as well. And how cute is this packaging? And you can pick different small, like the small ones can come in here and they're all lined up. Like, how cute is that? Like, I think that's absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. And oh, I should mention, Sucreabeille has one of the like best Facebook groups I am a part of. There is such a supportive, wonderful community that the owners of Sucreabeille put together, and they actually let you talk about other brands and if you have questions about their brand, they always answer anything from, you know, their fragrances. You see people posting their hauls, questions about scents, and, you know, stuff about life. Like, it's just an amazing Facebook group. I highly recommend you check them out. Oops, there they all go. Okay, they're all gone now. Okay, just kidding. Let's start with, we have here Black Currant. So this is one of their, you know, summer berry collections, and it's black currant with black tea and rosewood. I get less rosewood and more black currant for this one. I'm just going to move these aside and put these here for you. Okay, then we have, let's see here, there's raspberry. I love raspberry notes and fragrances. This has heavy cream, raspberry, vanilla, cinnamon, and cardamom. I probably get less of the cardamom in this, more of the raspberry and sort of creaminess of that one. Really like that one too. Then we have Tilia. Am I pronouncing that properly? This is from their Super Bloom collection. So if you like floral scents, they have a ton of new ones now from their Super Bloom collection. And this is linden blossom, violet, green hay accord, greens, hay accord, white amber, honeycomb, and rain. And I have to admit, I love violet scents, but I'm somewhat picky in that I'm not the biggest fan of when they're green leaning, like Curbside's Violet. I'm not a fan of that from Lush. I'm not a fan of that one, for instance. And this sort of reminds me more of that. It's a very green violet. But if you love green violets, definitely check out Tilia. It's a great one. And then we have, okay, so this here is codename Garbage Dog, and it has a little drawing here. That look, when I heard Garbage Dog, I thought raccoon, but that looks like a possum to me. Is that not just the cutest little thing? Like, what are, if someone asks you like, oh my gosh, you smell so good, like, what are you wearing? You're like, Garbage Dog. But anyways, I just think that's amazing. So this is from their Woodland Creature collection, and it's basically off of a cookie. So it's chocolate, caramel, coconut, moss, cedar. To me, this is very woodsy. So it's like a cookie that was in a tree, and you're eating part of the tree and the cookie. So if you like woodsy fragrances, definitely check out this one here. Then we have from these small ones, the last one is Strangeling. And Strangeling has Vanilla Absolute. And the fragrances that list Vanilla Absolute, I believe they might cost a little bit more, but they are truly very vanilla. Like, you can smell this really good quality, wonderful vanilla, and I definitely picked up on it. And I absolutely love that note in Sucreabeille's fragrances. So this has Vanilla Absolute, Cognac, and White Chocolate. And they list Dragon's Blood. So I'm not sure where they're getting their Dragon's Blood from, or is that like a name of a flower and I'm just being completely obtuse? Comment down below what that is. I should have looked that up before I started filming. But I get a lot of cognac for this one, actually. So if you like that kind of cognac, alcoholic sort of drink vibe with your vanilla, then check out Strangeling. Now we have, so I did get sent this is a masculine leaning one from Sucreabeille, and it's called Socks and Crocs, and they have a whole section of fragrances that they are marketing that are more masculine leaning. This is figs, blackcurrant, cedarwood, bergamot, and pink pepper. I gave it to my husband to sample out. I have to admit, he's not the biggest fan of cedar fragrances. They go very cedar on him. Like, he smells like he's inside of a cedar closet. So this is not for him, but if you like woodsy fragrances, this is great. I really like the figs in this. I think it gives it something extra. We have Air Witch. Love the name. Air Witch, so cool. Love once again, the graphics on here, like beautiful illustrations, absolutely wonderful. And Air Witch is fresh air, lime, lychee, hay, and sassafras, which I had to Google, which is a type of tree. I've never heard of that. This is very, very light. I think this would actually be a very good, appropriate work scent because I found it very light, a very fitting name actually. Not too woodsy in my point of view, just a very light, kind of airy fragrance. Quite like that one. And then we have a Bounty, and this is again part of the Awkward Bandits collection. It has blueberry, lemon, vanilla, honey, and they say it smells like blue Slurpee. And okay, if I'm gonna get a Slurpee, which I haven't gotten in a while, but if I'm gonna get one, it's gonna be blue. So I absolutely love blue flavored things, and there's this artificial sort of sweetness sometimes in those types of drinks or candies, and I absolutely love it. This is very blueberry heavy. I definitely get blueberry in this. If you like blueberry, you have to check out Bounty. Then we have Imperial Queen, and this has honey nectar, peony, ylang ylang, and peach blossom. And when I saw this, I was sort of worried that I would get the same vibe as a orange blossom, and I'm not a fan of orange blossom at all, but I actually don't get like any of that orange blossom that I usually sometimes get, and not at all. This has definitely got that little peachy or nectar scent, and it's quite nice. So I'm going to be giving that one a try. Definitely great for spring and summer. As with Air Witch, perfect for spring and summer too. Then we have Sun Goddess. This is part of their summer collection. This is coconut, vanilla, and salt. And this is very coconut heavy. If you like coconut scents, I would definitely recommend checking out Sun Goddess. It's like a suntan lotion, and it's very coconut heavy. And then we have, let's see here, Oddling. And so these ones here are actually, all the other ones, the small ones too, they just kind of open up and you can kind of dab them on your skin that way. They are not roller balls. All these scents come in different kind of formats, just showing you the different options. Once again, I also really like this size for fragrances. So Oddling has that beautiful vanilla absolute, coconut, and a butter CO2. Not sure what that is, but I absolutely love this. This is coconut vanilla, and this is vanilla with a touch of coconut. I definitely get a very strong, deep vanilla from Oddling. If you like vanilla fragrances, this would be right up your alley. That vanilla absolute is absolutely amazing. Next we have Blueberry. This is blueberry and spice cake with cardamom, cumin, and brown sugar. I definitely get a little bit of blueberry with the spices in there. However, I have to admit, if you really want a blueberry intense scent, I would go with Bounty. That is like blueberry explosion in there. But this is also great if you kind of want more of a spiced blueberry. This is Gooseberry. Gooseberry is lilacs, honey, and gooseberry. It's a beautiful spring summer scent, and it kind of reminds me I guess I almost got like an elderflower liqueur type of smell from this scent. I really like this one here. It's very sweet and delicate. Next we have Strawberry, which is dark chocolate, dipped strawberries and champagne. I get little of the champagne, to be honest. I get more of the strawberry and chocolate, and definitely a darker, more bitter chocolate, not a, creamy milk chocolate. I don't get that in this one at all. It's definitely a dark, bitter chocolate with strawberries. And lastly, we have Huckleberry, and this is Huckleberry, Cedar, Oak Moss, and Rain. This smells like a wet garden. If you like scents with that kind of ozonic, wet air type of smell, and like some woods, definitely check out Huckleberry. It's probably out of the fruits the least sweet one in my point of view, and this one would definitely lean unisex. In my point of view. Actually, I mean, they're all unisex scents, but this one is not as feminine smelling in my point of view as some of the other ones. I just want to mention, we got this beautiful sticker. Sucreabeille, we love you. Look how cute this is. I don't know what I'm going to use it. I find like whenever I get stickers, I get so excited and then I just hold on to them and I never use them for anything because I'm always like worried about where do you stick the sticker? I cannot commit to sticking the sticker anywhere. As soon as I stick it somewhere, I'm going to regret it. But I really like that it came with that. I thought that was amazing. And then they have a little note here. And for customs, I had no problem getting it. It came through no problem into Canada with the order. So that's the Sucreabeille scents. Let me know down below. I always ask you guys, what is your favorite Sucreabeille scent of the moment? Mine seems to change often, but I have to admit, Sucreabeille does almond really, really well. I've always loved their fragrances that include almond notes in it. I think they're just like amazing. And now I really have to say the Vanilla Absolute in the Oddling is just absolutely amazing. Check out, if you like vanilla scents as well, check those ones out. And Bounty, because who does not want Blue Slurpee? And my camera died. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for giving me all these scents. And if you liked my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.